I'm Karunisa Binti Azman. So today I'm going to explain the introduction to our assignment, which is the company intro, company purposes, and the competitors of the company. So we choose two company, which is the first one is the United Plantation, and the second one is the Far East Berhad. Okay, so the first one is the United Plantation, that are a company that focusing on cultivating and processing oil palm, plantation crops, and coconut products. This company is located in Teluk Intan, Perak Darul Rizwan. The founder of the company starts a program of plant breeding, micropropagation, and agronomy of plants. That they has developed two subsidiaries nationwide, which is the Unitata Refinery and 6 palm oil mills. That the two subsidiaries focuses on plants on manufacturing fats and plantation sectors. Alright, through their activities such as packing, distributing, and manufacturing product such as bakery products, cooking oil, pharmaceutical medicine, and body soap. Okay, the competitors of the United Plantation, the first one is the Pontian United Plantation Berhad. This company also distribute products that are related to plantation crops and agriculture products, and this company has 15 subsidiaries such as Pontian Malacca Estate, Pontian Korosa Estate, and Pontian Matriz Estate. And the second competitors of United Plantation is FGV. FGV is also a Malaysian-based company, and this company has been founded on December 2007. That also focuses on agricultural and agri-commodities field. That they are also distribute plantation products. But FGV also distribute other products than plantation, such as sugar, logistic, that most Malaysian consume now, which is the sugar or the gula prai. And the third competitors of United Plantation is the UMB or United Malacca Berhad, that of course located in Malacca, that has been founded by Tun Tan Cheng Lock on April 1910. Okay, now it has been known as the United Malacca Berhad Estates. Okay, and the second company is the Far East Holdings Berhad. Okay, this company is also a Malaysian-based company that are located in the building of Zenith Hotel in Kuantan, Pahang. And this company has been founded on 1973, and it has been certified as a private limited company. Okay, FEHB or the Far East Holdings Berhad has 11 subsidiaries around Malaysia that are spread around the district of Malaysia. Alright, and the business activities of FEHB is that they are also focusing on cultivating and producing oil palm according to regulations. Alright, they also certified as an investment holding company that perfectly fit the company principle of oil palms cultivation, fresh oil palm, and fruit sales, that they are trading crude and kernel palm oil. This company also distribute and trades the palm fruit in their original form, so that the buyer knows what they can do with the fruits. Other than that, FEHB has subsidiaries that are well known, such as Oil Palm Plantations Berhad, Spectacular Potential as Sendirian Berhad, Madah Perkasa Sendirian Berhad, and Kampung Au Oil Palm Company. Okay, most of the subsidiaries are located in rural area, as it is easy to to deliver it and do the process there. Alright, there are three main competitors of FEHB, and the first one is the Landmark Plantation Group that are located in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, that also focusing in planting and underutilized plantation crops such as cocoa, coconut and oil palm, that then they will be developed, acquired and manufactured to the end consumers. Alright, and the second competitors of FEHB is Nutric Plantations, that has been established in 2001. Okay, this company also distribute fat-based product that they export their product such as cooking oil, margarine dough, fats, vegetable fats and shortening, including products of food, pastry and confectionery. And the second and the last competitors of FEHB is the MHC Plantations Berhad. Alright, this company has been founded on 31st of December 1960 as a limited company that also providing plantation-based products such as oil palm products, power generation that involve the process of palm oil, of oil palm cultivation, and milling and quarry. And this company located in Sarawak.
Hi, my name is Nur Hidayah. I'm going to explain about the liquidity ratio and the leverage ratio of Far East Holding Berhad and also United Plantation Berhad. For Far East Holding Berhad on 2017, for the liquidity ratio, the current ratio is 12.67, which is the current assets divided by current liability. The current assets and the current liability, which is at statements of financial position. For the current assets is 167,370,792 divided by 13,234, and it will become 12.67. For the quick ratio, current assets minus inventory divided by current liability, also will get it from the statement of financial position. For current assets, as usual, 167,370,792 minus with inventory. The inventory is 506,739 divided by the current liability, 13,234. So the total is 12.64. For Far East Holding Berhad 2018, the liquidity ratio, for the current ratio is current assets divided by current liability. So for the current assets is 111,698,278 divided by the current liability, which is 33,921,615. So the total is 3.29. United Plantation Berhad 2017, the liquidity ratio, the current ratio is the same one, current assets divided by current liability. So we get, for the assets we get 690,596 divided by current liability 94,385, and the total is 6.56. For the quick ratio, current assets minus by inventory divide to current liability. For the current assets, 619,596 minus by 33,232 and divide by current liability 94,385. So the total is 6.21. For the United Plantation Berhad of 2018, the liquidity ratio for and the current ratio for the United Plantation Berhad is current assets divided to current liability. For the current asset, we get 84,500,690 divide to current liability, which is 11,437,406. The total is 7.38. For the quick ratio, current assets minus inventory divide to current liability. For the current assets, the same one, 84,500,690 minus to inventory 662,338 and divide to the current liability, which is 11,437,406. So we get 7.33.
Hi, my name is Siti Aisha and I will explain about asset management ratio and profitability ratio for Far East Holdings Berhad and United Plantation Berhad. First, we have the asset management ratio for Far East Holdings Berhad. First, to calculate inventory turnover, we have to find the cost of goods sold for each year. To find cost of goods sold, we have to add staff costs, changes in inventory, finished good purchase, and production cess in statement of comprehensive income of Far East Holdings Berhad. After we find the cost of goods sold, we have to divide with inventories that stated in statement of financial position of the company, which will give us approximately 22 times in 2017 and 20 times in 2018. Secondly, total asset turnover. To calculate total sales, we have to add revenue with other operating income stated in the statement of comprehensive income. So, sales divided by total asset, which stated in statement of financial position, will give the total asset turnover for Far East Holdings Berhad. To calculate average collection period, we have to divide account receivable from statement of financial position with sales that we calculated earlier and times with 365 days. So it takes 64 days in 2017 and 43 days in 2018 for Far East Holdings Berhad to collect their debt. Next, we move to profitability ratio for Far East Holdings Berhad. First, gross profit margin. To get gross profit, we know that we have to minus total sales with cost of goods sold. After we get the gross profit, we have to divide with sales in order for us to get the gross profit margin. In 2017, Far East Holdings Berhad get 46.16% and 46.37% in 2018. So to calculate operating profit for operating profit margin, we have to exclude the finance income, finance costs and share of profit from the statement of comprehensive income. After we get the operating profit, divide the amount with sales, then we get 23.13% for 2017 and 14.19% for 2018. Net profit margin shows how much net income makes with total sales achieved. Far East Holdings Berhad gets 28.82% in 2017 and 17.16% in 2018. We can get the net profit for Far East Holdings Berhad in the Statement of Comprehensive Income for 2017 and 2018. In order to calculate return on asset, net profit which we can get from the Statement of Comprehensive Income divided by total asset which we can get from Statement of Financial Position. Then we get 10.22% for 2017 and 5.42% for 2018. Also for return on equity, we have to divide net profit and total equity. So we get 11.62% for 2017 and 5.98% for 2018. For the second company, United Plantation Berhad, first we have to find the cost of goods sold, where we have to add the change in finished goods, raw materials and staff costs in Statement of Comprehensive Income. Then divided by inventory, and we get 5 times in 2017 and 4 times in 2018 for the inventory turnover. Same calculation applied for United Plantation Berhad in order to find total sales, which we could get from Statement of Comprehensive Income. Then we get 0.53 times for 2017 and 0.46 times for 2018 as their total asset turnover. For United Plantation Berhad, they took 57 days in 2017 and 64 days in 2018 in collecting their debt. Next, the profitability ratio for United Plantations Berhad. To find gross profit, we minus total sale with cost of goods sold, which we calculated earlier. Then we get the gross profit margin of 46.43% in 2017 and 50.53% in 2018. So, operating profit for United Plantations Berhad is stated in their statement of comprehensive income. That is the profit from operations. So we get 31.59% for 2017 and 34.56% for 2018. We calculated net profit margin for United Plantations Berhad and we get 26.08% for 2017 and 27.83% for 2018, where we can get the net profit in statement of comprehensive income. As for United Plantations Berhad, the return on asset for 2017 is 13.85% and for 2018 is 12.82%. And the return on equity is 15.59% for 2017 and 14.45% for 2018.
For the leverage ratio of Far East Holding Berhad 2017, debt ratio, total liabilities divided by total assets. So for the total liabilities is 52,012,406 divided by 593,695 and 46. So the total is 0.08. For time interest earned, operating profit at EBIT divided by interest. This one is under Sochi. For operating profit at EBIT, which is under profit before tax, is 147,370,272 divided by interest. The interest is 5,294. So the total is 27,827.21. For the leverage ratio, which is debt ratio, total liabilities divided by total assets. The total liabilities is 13,234 divided by 167,370 and 792. The total is 0.07. For the time interest earned, this also under Sochi, operating profit at EBIT divided by interest. So we get 59,930,878 divided by 4,442. So the total is 13,491.86. For the leverage ratio and the debt ratio, total liabilities divided by the total assets. So for the total liabilities, we get 223,008 divided by total assets, which is 2,231 and 943. The total is 0.09. For the time interest earned, operating profit at EBIT divided to interest. For the operating profit at EBIT is 357,889 divided by the interest, which is 19. So the total is 18,836.26. For the leverage ratio, the debt ratio, total liabilities divided to total assets. For the total liabilities, we get 2,3,500, 675 divide to total assets, which is 2,2600, 722. So for this, the total is 0.10. And for the time interest earned, which is under Sochi, operating profit at EBIT divide to interest. For the operating profit or EBIT, we get 357,240 divide to interest, which is 20. So the total of this is 17,862.
And now, madam, I am going to tell or talk about the analysis that we get from the both company for the both years. First of all, we will see company A, which is well known as the United Plantation Berhad. For the year of 2017, the current ratio was 6.56, quick ratio is 6.21, and leverage ratio, which is included debit ratio 0.09, and the time interest earned is 1886.26 or 18,836.26. And for the year of 2018, the current ratio was 7.38, quick ratio is 7.33, and the leverage ratio, which is included debit ratio, is 0.10, and the time interest earned is about 17,862 or 17862. As we can see from the time frame of this 2 year for the first company, which is United Plantation Berhad, we can get the changes between the current ratio for the both years is 0.82, quick ratio is around 1.01, and the average ratio and the leverage ratio that is included debit ratio is 0.01. Time interest earned is 974.26 or 974.26. And based on this analysis, we can see that there are some increment for the both years, and we can see that in 2018 United Plantation had a highest level of increment. And for the second company or company B, which is Far East Holding Berhad, we can see that the current ratio is 12.67, quick ratio is 12.64, and the leverage ratio, which is included debit ratio, is 0.08, and the time interest earned is around 27,827.21, or we can say as 27827.21. And for the year of 2018, we can see that the current ratio was 3.29, quick ratio is 2.99, leverage ratio, which is included debit ratio and also time interest earned, which is 0.07, and 13,491.86 for the time interest earned. And as we can see, the changes for this year is, we can say that the current ratio is negative 9.38, quick ratio is 9.65, and the leverage ratio, include the debit ratio and time interest earned, is negative 0.01, and the time interest earned is 14,335.35 or 14,335.35. That's all for the analysis for the both year company. So we are moving to the trend analysis of time series, which is the year of 2017 for the both companies liquidity difference. As we can see that the United Plantation Berhad and the Far East Holding Berhad, as I mentioned the ratios for the both company before. Now I am going to tell the difference for the both company, which is United Plantation Berhad and Far East Berhad, for the differences. And the difference for their both current ratio for the year of 2017 is 6.11, and the quick ratio is 6.43, and the leverage ratio is, including debit ratio and time interest earned, is 0.01 and 8990.95, or we can say has 8,990.95. And for the year of 2018, the items that for the both years is from the United Plantation Berhad and Far East Holding Berhad. The current ratio is 7.38, and 3.29, which is the difference is 9.09, sorry, 4.09, and the quick ratio is 4.34, and the leverage ratio for the year of 2018 for both company, which include debit ratio, is 0.03, and time interest earned is 4370.14, or we can say as 4370.14. That is for the analysis part. Thank you, ma'am.
And now I will present the conclusion from the analysis and recommend which company are the best to invest to. Alright, all, the conclusion are made to identify the liquidity ratio based on the SOCI and SOFP of both of the company of United Plantation, which is the company A, and company B, which is the Far East Holdings Berhad. Alright, liquidity ratio indicates on how the company will survive in the future and its capability of sustaining the business. Alright. Okay, based on the analysis, it can be concluded that company A have higher safety margin of not having financial crisis in the future based on the leverage ratio obtained from the analysis that has been made by my crewmates. Alright, based on the SOFP and SOCI of 2017 and 2018 of the company, it indicated that the company or the UP recorded a total of 0.09 of leverage ratio, with current ratio of 6.56 and quick ratio of 6.21 in 2018, while the company recorded a leverage ratio of 0.10 in 2018, or the one I explained earlier is in 2017. Alright, for the Far East Holdings Berhad, this company records a lower leverage ratio compared to the company A, that in 2017 Far East Holdings Berhad recorded a total leverage ratio of 0.06 and current ratio of 12.67, and quick ratio of 12.64, while in 2018 it recorded a current ratio of 3.29 and quick ratio of 2.99, and overall ratio, which is the liquidity ratio, which is the leverage ratio of 0.07 only. Alright, this shows that the capability of company B or Far East Holdings Berhad of surviving in the future is lower compared to the financial capability of company A. Alright. Other than that, I will also recommend which company are the best company to invest in. Alright, according to the analysis that I explained earlier, alright, it is obvious that it is better to invest in company A or the United Plantation Berhad based on the analysis that we have concluded. Alright, that shows that company A indicates a higher leverage ratio compared to the company B or the Far East Holdings Berhad of current ratio of 6.56 and 6.21 of quick ratio in 2017 only. And it is most recommended to invest in company A or the United Plantation Berhad, as they have least chances of having financial crisis in the future based on the company's leverage ratio in 2017 and 2018 that has been concluded from the company statement of financial position and statement of comprehensive income. Alright, that's all from me. Thank you.